Sitting alongside me, ready to provide all the technical and tactical analysis, is Stuart Robson. And what we have to look forward to is live coverage from the Segunda División. Stuart, tell us about your pre-match thoughts.
Thanks, Derek, as always. This should be a good game. Great atmosphere inside the stadium. We've got two teams full of quality, some interesting matchups, and two coaches that want to play an attractive brand of football. What more could you ask for?
How it looks for the home side.
Well, on paper, they look a very balanced team. The three advanced midfielders must at times make runs beyond the centre forward. Otherwise, they might just lack a bit of penetration.
This is how the visitors will set up today.
Well, it's a 5-3-2, which looks a little bit defensive to me. Which certainly means they won't be able to press their opponents too high up the field. And again, that might be a problem for them. Again, he hits this so sweetly, doesn't he? That's a brilliant goal from a top-class player.
The commentary position and the excitement levels are high for the start of a new La Liga season. Sue, what can we expect from the game then?
Well, the atmosphere is so loud in here. There's a real buzz in and around the stadium. The fans are looking forward to the new season and what they could achieve. 3 points would be a great start today, though.
And my commentary partner, as usual, is Stuart Robson. And action coming up from the Spanish top division, La Liga. It's Real Madrid, and they take on Real Valladolid.
Well, thanks, Derek, as always. The scene is set, two good teams, great playing surface, and a vibrant atmosphere. It has all the ingredients for a really exciting game.
Thibaut Courtois is the keeper of choice. Lucas Vazquez plays with Ferland Mendy in the fullback positions. And lining up through the middle in attack today is Kylian Mbappe. Starting 11 for Real Valladolid.
Well, although it's down as a 4-5-1, it's more likely to be three players in behind the main centre forward. And those three are key to this team's creativity.
For them, the first goal of the game, they're off and running.
Well, let's have another look at this because Mbappe shows such skill to go beyond the defender, and all you can do is admire the finish by Mbappe. He hits the ball so cleanly, it's a fantastic strike.
Striker Sue Smith for commentary, and the excitement levels are high at the start of a new La Liga season. It's Athletic Bilbao, and they face Getafe.
Oh, the atmosphere's so loud in here. There's a real buzz in and around the stadium. The fans are looking forward to the new season and what they could achieve. 3 points would be a great start today, though. A threat from the wide wingers.
This is the Getafe team sheet.
Well, it's very similar, isn't it? It's so important that the number 9 isn't left isolated. Both teams are going to have to make sure that they get players in and around them when they get forward.
Already.
Well, here we can see it again, and he shows great ability to get past his man, but then there's still plenty to do, to be fair. He's hit it with lots of pace, lots of power, and the keeper just can't react in time. It's a really good strike.
Keeping me company here on the commentary gantry is Stuart Robson. And on the menu for you today, live action from La Liga EA Sports. It's Atletico Madrid against Espanyol.
I'm excited by this encounter today. Both teams have a good game plan, both teams can be physical, and both teams have creative players. It could be a case of who wants it more.
This is how Atletico will line up. Jan Oblak gets the nod in goal. Jose Maria Jimenez plays alongside Clément Lenglet in central defence. And it's two strikers up front who will look to provide the goal-scoring threat. Let's have a look at the initial 11 for the visitors.
Well, they're playing in a 4-5-1 formation, which is set up to counter-attack at pace. Yes, they'll play with a flat midfield out of possession, but when they win the ball back, they'll break forward really quickly. Let's hope they play it well today. Here it is again, and they've taken their goal well, but the defending was non-existent. That should never happen.
On this occasion, I'm Derek Ray. Sitting alongside me here on the gantry is Stuart Robson. And Stuart, this ought to be special.
Well, Derek, this is a magnificent setting for a great rivalry. Let's just hope we see both teams playing their very best today. What an occasion this should be.
Well, Rafinha is the ultimate player with a flair for the dramatic. What do you expect to see from him today?
Well, Derek, great last time out, but no real surprises for both of them. It's his movement for me, always active, always trying to find that garden space, and I expect we'll see the same again today.
Here's the starting 11 for Barcelona.
Although we have it down as a 4-5-1, it's actually more likely to be a 4-2-3-1. They play with two holding midfield players, a number 10 and two wingers. The system has a nice balance to it.
Starting players for Real Madrid. Thibaut Courtois is in goal. Carvajal starts with Ferland Mendy in the fullback positions. And they line up with just the one striker looking to do a bit of damage.
Well, just look at the defending here. The keeper is left totally exposed. It's an easy goal in the end, but well taken.
Derek Ray, and ready with his tactics board alongside me is Stuart Robson, my commentary partner. And you can really sense the anticipation in the crowd ahead of kick-off with their respective league seasons about to get underway. Stuart, tell us about your pre-match thoughts.
Well, the atmosphere is incredible inside the stadium, Derek. There's a real sense of optimism amongst the fans about the new season and what it might bring. It's been a long wait, but hopefully we get a great game to kick their campaigns off. Backs break forward, the midfield can get close to the front, and the front two can link up with each other. They should still cause problems today.
And this is the initial 11 for the visitors today.
Well, in this shape, their two holding midfield players will be key today. If they can get on the ball and dictate the play, protect the two centre-backs, it will then allow the attacking players to show their creative quality. They don't give the keeper a chance, do they? That's a good goal.
Stadiums anywhere for atmosphere. I'm Guy Mowbray and I'm joined by the former England striker Sue Smith for commentary, and we've got La Liga EA Sports action coming right up. It's Sevilla and they face Villarreal.
Thanks, Guy. I'm anticipating a good match today. It's important they get off to a good start, play their way into the game, be confident on the ball, and hopefully we won't be disappointed.
The lineup for Sevilla.
Yeah, it's a 4-5-1, but it will morph into a 4-2-3-1. The single centre-forward will be supported by the number 10, and you'd expect them to rotate and swap positions just to try and drag defenders out. The wide midfielders, they'll offer a threat in behind.
This is the Villarreal team.
Yeah, it looks to be a 4-4-2, and you'd expect the two strikers to occupy both centre-backs. When they attack, they'll combine, and the wide midfielders, they'll get forward to provide crosses for them both. Another look. He just glides past his man. The defender just can't live with him. And it's a brilliant finish. He strikes through the ball. The keeper has no chance. It's a superb finish.
Guy Mowbray. Sue Smith is alongside me for commentary, and you can really sense the anticipation in the crowd. Their season just about to get underway. Your thoughts on this game then, Sue?
It's been so loud today. It's a real buzz in and around the stadium. The fans a neat finish, very cool and collected.
Joined by Sue Smith in the commentary position, and the excitement levels are high at the start of the new La Liga season. It's Real Sociedad, and they're playing Rayo Vallecano.
Well, the atmosphere's so loud in here. There's a real buzz in and around the stadium. The fans are looking forward to the new season and what they could achieve. 3 points would be a great start today, though.
And my commentary partner here on the gantry is the former Arsenal and West Ham player, Stuart Robson. And you can really sense the anticipation in the crowd ahead of kickoff with their respective league seasons about to get underway. It's Sporting Gijón, and they take on Huesca.
Well, the atmosphere is incredibly inside the stadium, Derek. There's a real sense of optimism amongst the fans about the new season and what it might bring. It's been a long wait, but hopefully it's been a great game to kick their campaigns off.
La Liga hypermotion action coming right up. Sue, what are we going to get from this one?
Well, thanks as always, Guy. It's a real pleasure to be here. It's been buzzing ahead of kick-off. Let's hope the football lives up to the atmosphere.
in Valladolid. I'm Derek Ray, and my commentary partner, as always, is Stuart Robson. And there's nothing quite like the magic of a cup competition. Live action coming up for you. It's Real Valladolid, and they take on Osasuna.
Well, Derek, players and fans love a cup competition. Although we're a long way away from the fun, both teams will be looking to book their place in the next round in the hope of a good run in this tournament.
Has to be regarded as a dangerous opponent, so what should we expect to see from him in this game, Stuart?
Well, he's a good athlete, big, strong and powerful, and when he's in the mood and playing well, he's a tough opponent. It'll be interesting to see how he plays today. Starting with an attacking 4-5-1 formation with 3 players in advance and 2 holding midfielders. But it's important that the wide players come in field to join the centre forward at the right time.
This is the lineup for the visitors today.
Well, the 2 wide players are great in 1v1 situations, and their movement is also very good. But it's the midfield 3 that will need to control the flow of the game. As you can see, the first save is a good one, but they can't react quickly enough to the second ball. The keeper's a bit unlucky, really.
Liga season. It's Villarreal facing Atletico Madrid.
Well, the atmosphere is so loud in here. There's a real buzz in and around the stadium. The fans are looking forward to the new season and what they could achieve. 3 points would be a great start today, though. Another look. He just glides past his man. The defender just can't live with him. And it makes the striker's job relatively easy. All he has to do is make the right connection. It's a really good goal.
On the gantry, And we've got action from the round of 16 coming up for you. It's Valencia, and they face Mallorca.
Yeah, getting to the business end of the tournament now. This is where the nerves could really kick in. Lots at stake, and it's going to be interesting to see how both teams approach this. I'm sure it's going to be an entertaining game nonetheless.
Here's the Valencia team sheet.
It looks like a 4-5-1 or a 4-2-3-1. This can be quite an attacking lineup with the three progressive players behind the lone striker. But you've still got that defensive protection with the two midfielders holding.
This is the Mallorca team sheet.
Well, no real surprise to see they're also set up in the same formation. It's just how effective those wide players can be. The onus is really on them to attack those bylines and turn their fullbacks. Can see it again, and he does so well to skip past his marker. That's what opens up the opportunity, and then cool as you like in the finish.
About to get underway. How do you see this one going to?
Well, the atmosphere's so loud in here. There's a real buzz in and around the stadium. The fans are looking forward to the new season and what they could achieve. 3 points would be a great start today, though.
Con sus colores bajo el sol, a la memoria llega la gloria del viejo campo de Señor. Papá, Oreyud, ya desplegarse sus banderas, con sus colores bajo el sol, a la memoria la gloria del viejo campo de Señor. Papá, Oreyud.
This is how the hosts line up.
Well, it certainly looks like they'll be going for it from the off in a 3-4-3. You may see the front three quite narrow and close to each other, and then behind them will be the midfield, will be the supply line. It's just essential, though, that they get the width from their wing-backs.
This is how the visitors start the game.
It's a 4-5-1, or you could say a 4-2-3-1. This does offer plenty of threat going forward with the three behind the central striker. You may see the wide midfielders cut in and the full-backs push on, while the defence is still protected from the two holding.
Struck early, 1-0.
Here we can see it again, and he just hits this so sweetly. We knew as soon as he connected with it that this was going in.
Sports on the way. It's Espanyol, and they play Real Sociedad.
Yeah, cheers, guys. It's so loud in here, isn't it? The fans are really up for this one, and I'm sure the managers will be reminding them to remember what we need to focus on and how all of that moves. no chance. It's a superb finish.
And we've got La Liga EA Sports action coming right up. It's Getafe, and they're playing Rayo Vallecano.
Yeah, thanks as always, guys. A pleasure to be here. Anticipating a good game today and an atmosphere to match. Certainly been buzzing in here ahead of kick-off. Hopefully, we're not disappointed.
This is the Getafe team sheet.
Yeah, a 4-5-1 or a 4-2-3-1. A lot of coaches are adopting this nowadays. It does give you those two holding players, while you've still got plenty of threat from the wide wingers.
Here's how Rayo Vallecano line up.
Yeah, it's the same formation, and I'd expect both teams to commit players forward. So the two holding midfielders, they're going to be key from a defensive perspective.
Terrific start.
Well, here we can see it again, and he shows great ability to get past his man. And then once he's through, there was never any doubt, was there?
I'm Guy Mowbray, and I'm joined by Sue Smith on the gantry, and we've got La Liga hypermotion action coming right up. Your thoughts on this game then, Sue?
Yeah, cheers, guys. Great to be here. I think it's important that both teams are focused from the off, though, and they start quickly. But I'd love to see some goals. Hopefully I've not just cursed it. They'll get forward to provide crosses for them both.
This is how the visitors start the game.
Well, it looks like they'll also start with a 4-4-2, and that does put the emphasis on individual performances, particularly in those key midfield areas. I think that's where it's going to be won today. Here we can see it again. Sometimes when you're through 1v1, it's easy to be caught in two minds. He was just really composed and the keeper had no chance.
Former England forward Sue Smith is with me for commentary, and the excitement levels are high for the start of a new La Liga season. Let's right up. How do you see this one going then, Sue?
Well, thanks, Guy. I can't wait for this one today. The atmosphere is buzzing, and I'm hoping the football lives up to it.
This is how the hosts line up.
It's a 4-5-1, or you could say a 4-2-3-1. This does offer plenty of threat going forward with the three behind the central striker. We may see the wide midfielders cut in and the fullbacks push on, while the defence is still protected from the two holding.
This is how the visitors start the game.
Yeah, it looks like a 5-3-2 to me. With this, I'm sure they'll be looking to make it difficult for their opponent to break them down. It's key that the wing-backs get forward to support the attacks and provide the width. Certainly a good job that they're fit, though, getting up and down that line. Well, we can see it again now, and what a wonderfully weighted pass this is. It's inch perfect. I mean, once he's through, there's never any doubt, was there? Hits it hard and true, and the keeper just can't react in time.
Ray, excited to be bringing you match commentary, and alongside me, my broadcasting partner, Stuart Robson. And we have live action from the Cup to bring you. It's Rayo Vallecano up against Real Sociedad.
Well, there's nothing like a good cup run to boost confidence, and these two teams will be hoping this could be their year to win this tournament. Yes, there's a long way to go, but this is still a big game for both teams.
Well, you never quite know who's going to dominate a game in advance, but I think you can maybe make an argument for this fellow, Stuart. What do you think we'll see from him today?
Well, he has that ability to beat defenders and deliver excellent crosses. He's going to be the key player on the field today, that's for sure.
Por ver el limpio triunfo de tus colores, te sigue la hinchada y no le importa dónde. Y unánime pregona su alegre voz.
Here's how it looks for Rayo Vallecano.
Well, it's a 4-5-1, but with three of the midfield players giving close support to the centre forward, and the other two sitting deeper. Also watch out for the fullbacks getting forward at every opportunity. They do like to get crosses into the box.
And the starting 11 for Real Sociedad.
Well, in this 4-5-1, as you would expect, it's a very compact back four. A midfield five with a mixture of qualities, and a front player who will threaten the space in behind the opposition. It looks a good team to me. The replay, and it has been coming. They've played some great football in this game, and they fully deserve this goal.
It's Malaga, and they take on Huesca.
Yeah, thanks as always, Guy. It's a pleasure to be here. Anticipating a good game today and an atmosphere to match. Certainly been buzzing in here ahead of kick-off. Hopefully we're not disappointed.
This is the visitors' team for today.
Yeah, I think they're lining up in a 5-3-2 formation. This is a great system if you want to stay defensively solid. Opponents will struggle to break them down with 5 at the back and then the 3 across the midfield.
Time of asking, where was his defence? That is inexcusable.
When looking at the replay, this is a really good initial save. You've got to feel sorry for him. The ball falls to an opponent. I'm not sure he could have done much more, to be honest.
And I'm joined by Sue Smith on the gantry, and every reason to believe we're in for an entertaining match here. It's Las Palmas, and they play Rayo Vallecano.
Yeah, no league action today. It's all about focus on progressing in the cup, and it's still a way to go till the final, but that has to be their aim this season. Should be a good game to watch.
Lines up.
It's a 4-5-1, or you could say a 4-2-3-1. This does offer plenty of threat going forward with the 3 behind the central striker. We may see the wide midfielders cut in and the full-backs push on, while the defence is still protected from the 2 holding.
Line up.
Yeah, it's the same formation, and I'd expect both teams to commit players forward. So the 2 holding midfielders, they're going to be key from a defensive perspective.
Made it easy to follow up and score. He has to do better than that.
If you watch it again here, he's just not good enough from the goalkeeper. He's got to try and push that away from the danger zone. If you do that at this level, you're bound to get punished.
With the atmosphere building up nicely, what a match this promises to be. It's Osasuna, and they play Athletic Bilbao.
Yeah, with no league action today, but it is a chance to progress to the next round. I'm sure both sides will be looking to start fast, get an early goal, and settle any nerves that they might have.
This is the Osasuna lineup.
Right, well, I'm really looking forward to this one today. It'll be interesting to see how both teams line up. But what an atmosphere we have here. I absolutely can't wait. When defending. I think the double pivot in midfield, they're key to protect the back line, but they also need to get forward to support the press. There's going to be plenty of threat from the wide midfielders too, I'm sure. And I'd expect both teams to commit players forward. So the two holding midfielders, they're going to be key from a defensive perspective.
An early opener to get the game going.
Well, you could see this coming. They did a great job of moving the ball, pulling players out of position, and then when the space did open up, they punished them. It's a really good team goal.
Joining me for commentary is Stuart Robson, and the focus is on one of the finest leagues in world football, La Liga. It is Girona, and they take on Osasuna.
Well, both teams know they need to start the game well here, try to dominate the midfield area and get their creative players on the ball. This should be an interesting game, I think.
The starting 11 for Girona. David Lopez plays alongside Daley Flint in central defence, and in this tactical setup they have just the one player in attack. And this is the initial 11 for the visitors today.
Well, it's a 4-3-3 formation with a centre forward and two wingers. So it's important that the midfield players give support to the striker whenever the ball goes wide. They can't allow him to be isolated. Well, just look at this again. He moves the ball quickly, he gets beyond his marker and he keeps his composure. It's an excellent finish.
As we speak. I'm Derek Ray, your match commentator, and alongside
of the wide areas and be the creative spark. They'll be key today.
A derby goal, the first of the contest, electric.
Well, let's take another look. Wow, how cleanly does he hit that? The keeper was never going to save it. What a good goal that is.
Sitting alongside me in the commentary box, providing expert analysis, is Stuart Robson. At this time of year, everyone is seemingly imbued with a spirit of happiness. Opening day in La Liga. It's Real Betis against Girona.
Well, the atmosphere is incredible inside the stadium. There's a real sense of optimism amongst the fans about the new season and what it might bring. It's been a long way, but hopefully it's been a great game to kick their campaigns off. When to support the front player and when to drop that little bit deeper. It certainly looks like a 4-5-1 to me.
And the starting 11 for Girona.
Well, we believe they're going to play with the same system here. It's all about the midfield battle. Whoever wins that should control the tactics. Here it is again. He goes past his marker so easily with just a drop of the shoulder, and his movement is so clever. Once he gets onto it, there's only one thought in his head: smash it as hard as possible. What a good goal.
Derek Ray, and my commentary partner on this occasion is Stuart Robson. I'm looking forward to bringing you action from the Spanish top flight, La Liga. It's Leganés, and they take on Las Palmas.
Well, thanks, Derek. The best coach I played under would always tell us before kick-off, earn the right to play. If you can win your individual battles, outrun your opponent, eventually you'll get the space to show your ability. I'm sure that's being echoed by the coaches here today. Shape. It'll be interesting to see how close the wide midfield players get to their main striker. Will they stay wide and play through the inside right and inside left positions? We'll have to wait to see how it develops.
This is the lineup for the visitors today.
Well, they're playing the same shape really, so it's all about getting control of that central area and which of the wide players has the greatest effect on the game. Well, as you can see, he's a great talent. What a run, what a goal, and what a player he is.
technical and tactical analysis is Stuart Robson. And we have live Segunda División action coming right up for you. It's Cádiz and they take on Real Oviedo.
Well, this should be interesting today. I like the makeup of both teams. They really do have a good balance of attacking and defensive. But the team that has the greater desire will probably come out on top. This team's creativity.
An early opening statement in this match, and look at the celebrations.
Well, I have to say, this is a really good goal. He skips past his marker, and that gives him the space to get his shot away. Excellent stuff from him.
As always by Stuart Robson, and you can really sense the anticipation in the crowd ahead of kick-off with their respective league seasons about to get underway. Granada, and they take on Almeria.
Well, the atmosphere is incredible inside the stadium. There's a real sense of optimism amongst the fans about the new season and what it's like for them. It's been a long way, but it's been a great day to get that way on top. Take another look, and you have to say the defending is so poor. That's far too easy. The keeper had no chance there.
Anticipation in the crowd with their season just about to get underway. Sue, what are we going to get from this one?
Well, the atmosphere's so loud in here. There's a real buzz in and around the stadium. The fans are looking forward to the new season and what they could achieve. 3 points would be a great start today, though.
host lineup.
Yeah, and it looks like a 4-3-3, and I think in midfield they'll have one deeper and the other two a little bit further forward. But they also have that option to have the two deeper lying midfielders if they do start to get overrun.
This is how the visitors start the game.
Yeah, it looks like they've lined up in a 4-4-2, and they do look balanced in this system. You can defend deep, stay compact, bring the opposition forward, then hit them quickly on the counter-attack. Exposed at the back, he never really had much of a chance. Poor defending, you have to say.
Sue Smith, and you can really sense the anticipation in the crowd with their season just about to get underway. It's Eibar, and they take on Tenerife.
Well, the atmosphere's so loud in here. There's a real buzz in and around the stadium. The fans are looking forward to the new season and what they could achieve. 3 points would be a great start today, though.
This is how the hosts line up.
Yeah, a 4-5-1 or a 4-2-3-1. A lot of coaches are adopting this nowadays, as it does give you those two holding players, while you've still got plenty of threat from the wide wingers.
This is how the visitors start the game.
Yeah, looks like they've lined up in a 4-4-2, and they do look balanced in this system. You can defend deep, stay compact, bring the opposition forward, then hit them quickly on the counter-attack. Well, here's the replay, and what a run this is. They just couldn't get anywhere near him, and then he manages to keep his cool at the end and finishes it off well.
Gantry, and delighted to be joined as always by Stuart Robson, and you can really sense the anticipation of the crowd ahead of kick-off with their respective league seasons about to get underway. What might we see today, Stuart?
Well, the atmosphere is incredible inside the stadium, Derek. There's a real sense of optimism amongst the fans about the new season and what it might bring. It's been a long wait, but hopefully a great game to keep their campaigns off.
Liga,
past the keeper with great technique. What an emphatic finish that is.
Recorded in men's World Cup history. Guy Mowbray with you for commentary. Delighted to be joined by Sue Smith. And we've got action from La Liga high promotion on the way. It's Elche and they face Levante.
Well, thanks, Guy. I can't wait for this one today. The atmosphere is buzzing, and I'm hoping the football lives up to it.
Elche line up.
Yeah, it looks like a 4-4-2, and I always think that this system offers a strong defensive presence all over the pitch. And in attack, you always have numbers getting forward. We've got quality out wide, so I'm sure the flanks are going to be used today.
This is the Levante lineup.
Yeah, it's a 4-5-1, but it will morph into a 4-2-3-1. The single centre forward will be supported by the number 10, and you'd expect them to rotate and swap positions just to try and drag defenders out. The wide midfielders, they'll offer a threat in behind.
Well, here's the replay. He's done well to get his head up, pick out a teammate, while the movement in the box is equal to it. Such good timing. What a goal.
Smith is alongside me for commentary, and we've got action from La Liga high promotion on the way. Sue, what are your expectations from this?
Thanks, Guy. Well, I can't wait for this one. Both sets of fans are certainly up for it. I'm sure that that'll give the players a real boost. They'll be hoping to start the game at a fast tempo.
The hosts line up.
Well, it's a 5-3-2 on paper, but it will shift to a 3-5-2 when you have the ball. The wing-backs are so important in this formation. They've got the responsibilities in both defending and attacking.
This is how the visitors start the game.
Yeah, both sides utilising the 5-3-2 shape, and it'll be interesting to see how this plays out and which set of fullbacks can assert their dominance here. The replay, it's tight, but he's just onside. He's timed his run to perfection, but then he's still got to finish it. He just looks the keeper in the eye. He's able to slip it past him. It's a really nice goal.
The analysis is Stuart Robson. And it's always a real pleasure to be bringing you live action from La Liga Hypermotion. Stuart, your expectations?
Well, Derek, we can talk about coaches and their methods, but it's now down to the players. Which ones are going to stand out, who will affect the game, and who will have the greater desire? It should be a cracking game, though. Although we have it down as a 4-5-1, it's actually more likely to be a 4-2-3-1. They play with 2 holding midfield players, a number 10 and 2 wingers. The system has a nice balance to it.
This is how the visitors will set up today.
Well, the shape is the same, but they may play it in a slightly different way. And key to this game will be the fullbacks. Do they tuck in alongside their centre-halves or look to support their wingers? I hope it's the latter. Well, here's the replay, and he's got to clear his lines there. He doesn't do that. He has his pocket picked, and he's been rightly punished. Poor defending.
Commentator Derek Ray at the microphone, and sitting alongside me is the former Arsenal, West Ham and Coventry midfield player Stuart Robson. And you can really sense the anticipation of the crowd ahead of kick-off with their respective league seasons about to get underway. It's Levante and they take on Real Madrid.
Well, the atmosphere is incredible inside the stadium. There's a real sense of optimism amongst the fans about the new season and what it might bring. It's been a long way, but hopefully we get a great game to kick their campaigns off. Down as a 4-5-1, but for me it's more likely to be a split midfield. 3 supporting the front man and 2 sitting that little bit deeper as defensive cover.
And introducing the visitors line-up today.
Well, they're matching up the domination will be key to winning this game. If they can manage that, they then allow their fullbacks to join their attacking play. They made this look so easy, didn't they? But as you can see, the defending is really poor. Where were they?
Derek Ray, and with me here on the commentary box is Stuart Robson. And you can really sense the anticipation in the crowd ahead of kick-off with their respective league seasons about to get underway. Stuart, what are you expecting to see?
Well, the atmosphere is incredible inside the stadium, Derek. There's a real sense of optimism amongst the fans about the new season and what it might bring. It's been a long way, but hopefully it's a great game to keep their campaigns off.
siempre campeón, porque así lo mereces, por tu juego y valor, por tu nobleza y vencer. La victoria fue tuya, gritaré con orgullo, que jugando y ganando.
And this is how the hosts will begin the game today.
For a while, everybody played with a 4-4-2, and it can still be a very good system, but it does rely very much on the front to getting the best of their marks, and the wide midfield players being good in 1v1 situations. Let's hope they play it well today.
This is the initial 11 for the visitors today.
Same shape, so expect this to be a really tight game. Controlled by the team who win all of their individual battles. That's going to be the key today. Well, here's the replay, and he shows great awareness to play this through ball. And when he gets onto it, he decides to go for power. It's a really emphatic finish, which gives the keeper no chance.
For commentary, and you can really sense the anticipation in the crowd with their season just about to get underway. How do you see this one going then, Sue?
Well, the atmosphere's so loud in here. There's a real buzz in and around the stadium. The fans are looking forward to the new season and what they could achieve. 3 points would be a great start today, though. Yeah, a 4-5-1 or a 4-2-3-1. A lot of coaches are adopting this nowadays. It does give you those two holding players, while you've still got plenty of threat from the wide wingers.
This is the visitors' team for today.
Well, no real surprise to see they're also set up in the same formation. It's just how effective those wide players can be. The onus is really on them to attack those bylines and turn their fullbacks.
To get the game going.
Well, if we look at this again, he shows great vision and awareness to play the ball through. And as soon as he's through 1v1 with the goalkeeper, he just goes for power and smashes it in the net. It's a quality finish.
Alongside me for commentary is Sue Smith, and you can really sense the anticipation in the crowd with their season just about to get underway. It's Cartagena, and they face Levante.
Well, the atmosphere is so loud in here. There's a real buzz in and around the stadium. The fans are looking forward to the new season and what they could achieve. 3 points would be a great start today, though.
Desde el Cartago de Corea tu afición. Vamos Cartagena, vamos campeón. Somos tu rugido, tu nuestro corazón. Lo, 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 lo. Lo, 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 lo.
lots of pressure from the defender.